Hi folks, I hope this finds you well. I was asked the question, did I have any idea that I was a candidate for a heart attack? And the short answer for that is no. I suppose on reflection after the event there were a few triggers that probably could have given me an idea. That being that my cholesterol has always been above the ranges that it should be for quite a few years, but due to eating a fairly healthy diet, doctors and specialists weren't overly concerned about that, which is fine, that's fine. But also, I suppose, I was finding I was getting out of breath, gasping for breath, riding up hills. Once something you enjoy is impacted, that's when you do something about it. So I went to a doctor and was subsequently diagnosed with exercise-induced asthma, and given or prescribed a Symbicort inhaler, which certainly helped. It opened up the airways, and I'd find that I wasn't actually gasping for breath if I'd inhaled that pre a ride. But what I was actually doing was masking the actual problem, which was cardiovascular disease. So that were probably the precursors to letting me know that I had coronary artery disease, it's one of those things. You just work with what you've got, and it just turns out that I've got super bad genes and inherited high cholesterol from my parents, and what was actually happening, the plaque was building up some arteries, and that's when things went a bit screwy. A couple of 18 months back, 18 months yesterday was the anniversary for my operation. 2 days before the heart attack, I actually had elbow pain, sharp pain in my elbows, and also pain in the neck, stiff neck, which I put down to just working at a desk and using a mouse and a keyboard, and obviously using those muscles. I tend to get pain across the top of the shoulder anyway, and that was the sign that something was going to go bang, and it did. But I don't begrudge it. It's provided me with a lot of great friendships and support, and although the event's so traumatic and the recovery is so long, I've met some really, really great people, and without that happening, I wouldn't have met them, and my life wouldn't be as full as it is now. So in yesterday's Herald Sun newspaper here in Australia, I read that on the 1st of April, the Australian government are going to subsidise free heart health checks for every Australian. The legislation will be passed in Parliament, and that is such a good thing. I would encourage anyone to go along to their GP and have a heart health check, just for peace of mind. It's just so worthwhile. It will be beneficial for many people. Alright, I will wrap it up there. Take care, look after yourselves, and get outside and move your legs. It's a good thing.